Hello and welcome to your very first 001 listening test vocab quiz. Okay, so as I said, we're going to be doing a vocab quiz for listening vocab in preparation for the assessment, but we're also going to do one for reading. So what I need you to do, make sure that you have this document right in front of you with a pen. It's very important that you do this by yourself. Please don't you look at other people's work, and please don't discuss the questions or the answers with anyone else. The reason being, we want to see how much vocabulary you know and what vocabulary you need to learn. So we'll go through, I'll go through all of the questions with you. And you can have some time if you need to pause, the class needs to pause for a moment to finish the questions, that's fine. Then once you've finished, I'd like you to swap with the person next to you or behind you. So just swap the paper with someone else and you'll be marking on behalf of the other classmate. At the end, you'll be able to give yourself a score and you will send that score to me. I would like you to take note of any words that you got incorrectly, because those are the words you should spend the following week learning in preparation for the next quiz. The more confident you are with this vocabulary, the better your listening will be, and the better your listening assessment outcome will be as well. Okay, so these are really important words. If you don't know them, it's going to be very, very difficult during the listening assessment. So we're going to start with word fill. Fill the blank space with the correct word. As this is the listening test, I will be reading everything out just to get you used to what the word sounds like and make sure that your spelling of those words are correct as well. So the words for this gap fill are vanish, species, extinction, and widespread. If we do not work to save endangered animals, they may suffer. The world loses 200 of animal every year. This is an issue across the globe, and every country must take action before more animals. So remember, we use our context skills, okay? So if we're looking at endangered animals may suffer, we know what if they're endangered, what would be the next thing that could happen? The world loses 200 something of animal every year. So what does this mean? It is a something. So it's an issue across the globe. So what word would that be? Next, we're going to match the word to the definition. Okay, so these are definitions that have come through. The words that we have are fossilized, hybrid, mass-produced, percentage, aerodynamic. And I just want you to draw a line to which definition you think is correct. The definitions are a rate, number or amount in each 100, turned to stone, having a shape which reduces drag from air moving past, or the ability to move faster. Two things put together to make something different, manufactured in large quantities. Okay, so I want you to draw a line. Again, if you need to press pause on the video, that's absolutely fine, but I want you to draw a line and match up which to the word to the definition. Okay. The next, we're going to fill in the blank space with the correct word. The words that we have are cultural, abroad, apartment, application, dormitory, preferences, and permission. I am moving to Australia. It is a dream to study. First, I need to choose which university to go to, what major will be. Then I need to complete to apply to the university. I want to live alone but my parents feel it is safe to live on campus I will keep asking them to live alone. I know there will be lots of differences like food and family life and what people do on the weekend. Again, feel free to press pause if you need a little extra time to complete those answers. So moving on to the next section. Find the word for the sentence. Okay, so the words are periodic, plug in, mileage, regenerative, and Vietnamese. One of my favourite types of South Asian food is our teacher makes us have tests each week. It can do 100 kilometres on 2 gallons of fuel. It's got great abilities. If its tail gets cut off, it will grow back. When it's got no battery left, I need to recharge it. Okay, so you need to just write in the word here, which one you think fits in with that sentence. Again, feel free to press pause, and then we'll move on. Okay, so before we go into marking, please give your paper to the person across from you, next door to you, behind you, just so long as you've swapped your piece of paper with someone else. So we're going to be marking each other's tests. Marking each other's tests. You don't have to have a red pen. If you do, that's great, but any colour pen will do. This is my favourite one because it looks like a universe. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. Okay, here we go. If we do not work to save endangered animals, they may suffer extinction. Okay, so please give the person a tick if they wrote extinction there. The world loses 200 species. So again, a tick if they got that correct. So that's 2 marks of animal every year. This is a widespread. So widespread here. A widespread issue across the globe, and every country must take action before more animals vanish. So vanish basically means to disappear. All right, so 1, 2, 3, so you should get a 4 out of that. Let's do the word match. So fossilized. Fossilized means turned to stone. Hybrid. Hybrid is put 2 things together to make something different. Mass-produced means manufactured or made in large quantities. Percentage is a rate or number in each 100. And so aerodynamic, having a shape which reduces drag. So you think about like a rocket, there'll be aerodynamic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you could have got 5 marks in that section there. Right. I'm hoping to move to Australia. It is a dream to study abroad. First, I need to choose my preferences. So what I want. So my preferences. So which university I want to go to is a preference. What major I will study would be a preference. Then I need to complete a application. So an application to apply to the university. I want to live alone in an apartment. Oops. But my parents feel it is safe to live on campus in a dormitory. I will keep asking them for permission. So you're asking them to allow you permission to live alone. I know there will be lots of cultural differences. Okay, so out of this section, 3, 6, 7. So you should be able to get around about a 7, hopefully. And finally, one of my favourite types of South Asian food is Vietnamese. So Vietnamese food is here. Our teacher makes us have periodic. So every week would be a period of time, therefore it's periodic. It can do 100 kilometres on 2 gallons of fuel. It has great mileage. Mileage, so that means that it can go a long distance on a small amount of fuel. It's got great something abilities, Regenerative, regenerative. So if something can regenerate, can come back to its original form. When it's got no battery left, I need to plug in to a charger. So you might need to plug something in. So 2, 4, 5, so 5 out of here, okay? And then you're going to add up. So it would be 17, so out of 21, I think in total. I might have miscalculated that. You know, I'm not good at math, all right? So once you've done that, please pass it back to the person whose quiz it was. And everyone, I want you to have a look at which words you got right and which words you got wrong. And if you've got this one and this one incorrect, you need to make sure that you learn them for next week. All right, so we're going to continue to do these tests every week until your actual assessment. Hopefully you've been very successful in that, and I will have another test for these words with you next week. So make sure that you're getting out your vocab helper and reading through that on at least a weekly basis. Okay, and I will see you in the next class. Thank you for your time.